Hello everybody, welcome back to an episode of the Day Lounge where I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV. Last episode we entered Pagos and started to get kind of a lay of the land, getting some levels and doing some stuff. Off camera I leveled up as much as I could. I have not done a it's been 84 years. It's been a while since I got a notorious monster to spawn. I can't really spawn a lot of them on my own, at least not effectively. Like if I, for instance, were level 29, I would go and fight these things, or level 28 maybe. Yeah, probably level 28. I would just go and fight these guys with a chance of making the big guy appear. But, you know, I'm not really strong enough for a lot of these, so I'm just trying to get through here. I'm just trying. When you try your best, but you don't succeed. I mean, I do succeed, it just takes a while. It just takes a hot ass minute. Oh well. We'll get there. What the fuck is he doing? I don't know, it's somebody else who attacked it. Bum, bum. What the fuck is going on? What are we waiting for, actually? I don't think this guy actually drops anything. I can hear, like, another saving light. Yeah, whatever. And golden. The way this guy works is kind of interesting. Don't mind that. You didn't need to see that. That's just me being like, my phone just beeped, maybe I should check this. But I think it's for something else. I know, this guy is very interesting, where you cannot get a gold rank on this guy. You can only get a gold rank on this guy if you get a very specific thing. Which, yeah, I don't have. So, back to the grind we go. A little bit of mass murder later. It's not really mass. Well, I'm killing a lot, but I could be killing more. If only I was a little bit stronger. Anyway, we reached the level that I wanted to reach. Cutscene. Don't worry, Lynn. You didn't wait any longer for the results. Now, you may recall that the magicite you recently discovered is somewhat lacking in ether, yes? I strongly suspect this is not a result of some natural phenomenon. The earth surrounding the stones was also likely scored when these stones were drained of their essence. I think the masked man did it. He's up to something, of that I have no doubt, but unless you can tell me you saw him handling the magicite, assuming anything beyond that would be baseless speculation at this point. Setting that mystery aside for the moment, I can tell you that we've located another confluence within Pagos. Curiously, this one appears to be more akin to those observed in Animos. May well be a magicite still replete with ether. Our readings place it near the eastern edge. It'll be a trek, but I hope you're ready and willing to head back out there. Oh, and before I forget, Gerald was asking after you. Apparently he's hit upon a few interesting discoveries of his own regarding weapons or some such, and wished to share them with you. Finally. Finally I can get the thing that makes this entire place so bad to get relics for. No, she is. The woman who is gonna get me off this bleeding rock. I mean, the woman what deserves a weapon of phenomenal power as benefits her martial prowess. Oi, what's the reaction? I'm doing you a favor here. Try and look more enthusiastic at the prospect, why don't you? Or enthused. That's more like it. So, I made you a bloody brilliant weapon in Animos, and the very best what anyone could craft in that bastard region. Couldn't do better, believe you me. All that wind aspect of ether seeping into every little thing means you'd be foolish to even try. Now your average smithy is smithy that throw their hands up in defeat, but Gerald's anything but. Oh, you've found a solution to our problem, and an elegant one besides. If the elemental forces in your weapon are out of balance, all we've got to do is bring him back in line. And to do that, we'll need a boatload of crystals chock full of ether of the various aspects to cancel out all the wind. There we go again, making a face. Worried about wearing the 7 Ls, you'll find that many crystals. No worry, you daft sod. You'll make him. Feast your eyes on this beauty, a Eureka's kettle. Take it with you when you go about your business in Pagos. Every time you kill beasties, it'll suck up a portion of their ether. When a kettle is brimming with enough affiliated ether, you can convert it into a crystalline form. With the aid of the proper facilities, that is. Where are said facilities, you ask? That's a damn good question. What'd you talk about his killer? Honestly don't know. Somewhere in Pagos, though. Not much is certain. Graal's the one who told me your grandfather developed an apparatus for the purpose of compressing ether into crystals. Reckon it should be somewhere near our camp. More than that you can't say. Anyway, you ought to know this crystal forge when you see it. If it helps, think of it as an adventure. Still an adventure, ain't you? Right, then I'm counting on you to bring back those crystals so we can make you a better weapon and prove that my method isn't a lot of bollocks. And then the Harridan will give me my due, and I'll be one step closer to freedom. The challenge continues. As you defeat enemies in the Forbidden Land Eureka Pagos, your Eureka kettle will gradually accumulate vitiated ether. The quantity of ether with which your kettle is currently infused is represented by a gauge during expedition. So we've got a good old little gauge over here. Once it reaches 100, you can make 1 crystal. The amount of crystal that you need per weapon would be... Holy fuck. 31? Wow, I do not remember that. Holy bazongers. Well, 31 per weapon. Good luck if you're getting all of them. Anyway, my friends, I'm gonna go and continue to grind as usual. So I'll be right back. You know, sometimes my genius surprises me. I just I like how I got that quest and just immediately forgot that I actually need to go and get something. And I'm pretty dang sure that I can get it by going over here somewhere. Anyway, off camera I also managed to defeat 2 notorious monsters, which got me an almost full bar of vitiated ether crystal. Horse. No, this will not do. No, no. Not if the righteous are to rise triumphant. Where art thou, O bearer promised? Hand worthy to wield the blade, just and true. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. By all means, convince me I'm wrong. Tell me there's a way. A bearer just and true, if the accounts are to be believed. Now, wonderfully subjective. So, one with such qualities would be judged worthy and therefore be in no danger. Simple as that. As if anything about this is simple, we already know that prolonged exposure places the bear's very soul at hazard. By the time the others even realized, the icon had already prevailed. Indeed. Then until we can conceive of a method to completely and utterly starve it of its ether, we can but maintain the status quo, fixing as it is. In so doing, we merely pass our problems to the next generation. Sever the streams, seal it away. A very measure can be defeated, all our progress reversed. Bah, I would have thought that ether could be so damn hard to manipulate. Sever the streams. Ah, that wouldn't do. Alter? No. Karlov's got that look again. Any moment now he'll be saying, I've got it. My friends, victory is not beyond this. There's a simple method by which we may yet reverse our fortunes. To wit, we reverse the flow. The masked man is nowhere to be found. However, you spy a small object near where you last saw. Another thing popped over there, level 28. I couldn't say rejoin that. I've seen too many, but yep, another depleted thing. Okay. Let's go through this place. They also marked a ferry. Sure, let's go for it. Let's go and get the ferry. Because I could use the buff. The buff. Bam. Why are they just standing here? And they're waiting for... Guess they're waiting for more people to arrive or something. The thing is, like, the fairies or the elementals can only give a certain amount of people, like, they can only buff a certain amount of time and then they just disappear. But usually it's not really something people are concerned with. There's usually, like, multiple fairies too around the map, so... But this is nice to see them do it, so... I can appreciate that. I can appreciate what they're trying to go for. We're also going to do another LFG. Let's go. As annoying as it may be for some parties to constantly invite me and then I just leave, but you know. It is the best way for me to grind XP. So. I thought it was 30 and some more. I was like, wait a minute. No, it's 28. I'm 3 levels below it, which, you know, it's not ideal, but that's fine. That's fine. Once again, if you don't overdo it with Eureka, it's actually kind of fun. Not too bad. It's just really grindy is what it comes down to. Like if you really want to like stick your teeth in this and hard grind your way through it, it's gonna be very nasty. At least that's my experience, of course. Like back when I was playing a game, like when I was going through Eureka originally, even then, like in the beginning, it was actually kind of fun. It just became like not fun because of the amount of grinding it needed. I'm golden. Give me all those damage buffs. So these things are gonna blow up. Suck. There we go. Nice. Gives me a pretty juicy amount of XP. Awesome. That's so good. Wow. So this person just already knows that I'm gonna leave. Said it just yeeted me out of the party. They're like, we understand, I'll help you. I'm like, okay, thanks. Either that or they were making way for like space for somebody else. Which is understandable, really. Like I've been going in and out of power, like in and out of the farm, like the Fate farm parties constantly, because just can't join them. I honestly God would love to just join them and help grinding, like help spawning the Fates, but I can't. My assistants would really not do anything for them. The only thing that would happen is I would die. No, yeah, for a moment there, we were all more than a little worried something might have happened. While you were away, we recorded a sharp decrease in ethereal density until the confluence was more or less identical to those you previously measured. It was almost as though the Magicite was being drained of its ether in that moment. What? The masked man and another vision of grandfather's past? This is too much to process. Forgive me, I need a moment to gather my thoughts and try to make sense of everything you have told me. 29. Oh, hey, another fake. Okay. May as well. This is gonna be so funny because I'm gonna write LFG again. Oh, I find that so awkward, man. Just constantly like joining and leaving. I don't really like doing it. There's order in the court. Damn, boy, you thick. Let's go. Why does it sound like a bear? I'm gonna go and shamelessly do LFG again. Let's see. Now it's somebody else. Good. Trying to think if I can recognize any more people. I know there's like the Reaper Catboy that we've seen earlier today too in Animos. And there's Luna over here too, which was with us earlier. Why in the fuck? I think somebody accidentally hit this guy. Like how the game is like, you're far below the requirements and just 2 levels below. What do you mean by that? Oh no, the fish bear. But I think it's time to actually pull. They can take it, right? Yeah, easy. Unless this is a 25-minute puller. I don't think so. Right? I find it interesting how people try to use provoke on these, but it doesn't really work, I think. I think provoke gets blocked. Everybody getting pushed back. That's pretty funny. There we go. Just a lot of freaking... a lot of fights happening in a row. Alright. Cool. I'm gonna once again meet you guys if and when something new happens. Alright, we are back. I am level 27 right now. And a very interesting little boy has appeared. In the form of King Athro. So, this boy over here is one of two fates. As you can quite clearly see, that is very popular in Pagos. Reasoning being is because this guy can drop... what's it called? I think it... oh no, I know the name. It's the Blitzring. It's just a really rare drop. Yeah, I've had it to drop once for me, and then I just sold it to a vendor because I didn't think it was worth anything. Which was, you know, an extreme mistake. But, you know, whatever. I didn't know how expensive it was, so be it. Anyway, yeah, as you can quite clearly see, this is very important. Like, very popular. If you want to get any chance of getting a gold on this, which is what you of course need to get even the minion. I'm sorry, like even the Blitzwing, you're gonna need to be in a party. So unless if you're the only one in here, or you and like 8 other people or whatever, and the instance is closed, then you're definitely gonna need to be in a party. Because there's so many people coming for this. Reasoning being is money. Quite simple, really. This and the other fate are both those fates that are being done pure and along for money or bragging rights. Or having the item. And since it's of course one of the rarer fates with a pretty important item, we have the 25-minute counter. Usually the idea with the 25-minute counter is that you would be able to ping people on Discord and they could get in here in time. That's the entire idea. Even though there's a part in me that doesn't like it that much. It's a little bit weird. I don't dislike the amount of like working together basically, but the thing I kind of dislike is how like. But you'll always have this, especially in a zone like this. You always have people leeching, you know. It just feels kind of disingenuous to a certain degree. If you're doing the effort of getting, like, of spawning something or working towards getting something to spawn, especially like Cassie is a really big one, which is the other big one from this island. It feels just very disingenuous. Like if you do all that effort and then people just ping people on Discord and they're just all here and they're like all in basically partaking of your of your work. That's something, I don't know, it's something that's a little bit, I don't really know what to think about it, let me say it like that. It's not horrible, it's not like I stay awake from this, it's not that it bothers me too much, I'm just something I find a little bit difficult to accept, of it just being a thing of like, ah yes, people are going to do stuff. Also, when this many people gather, they tend to pull early. Early pulling can and will happen. 25 minutes is the pull that you should do, but as you can quite clearly see, people pull it earlier, and then people start hitting it, and everybody starts freaking out Because they want to get a hit in, because they want to get the item that he drops. Or get the gold to get the item that he drops. So there you go, it's just a mess, man. It's just a horrible fucking mess. I don't really like it that much, but whatever. So be it. Anyway. I need to go back into where I was and grind. So I'll be right back. We have arrived. And I'm running for my life. Run. Run. Whatever. It's good enough. I can do this, especially with all these people around. Nice. Buff good plus. I would like XP if I can. Yes. Nice. Yeah, I'd love to see it. May as well search where I can. I shouldn't have used any of those. You know, actually, I can use on this guy. ffXIV, the game. We've reached 27, which should be the normal pull timer. Yeah, people are going in, so. It was actually really annoying because I was all the way over here and then the fate popped. It's like, oh. What the snowman doing? Hey. Okay, when the Hia hits just perfectly. That's it. For the sake of not running all the way back there, I'm just gonna deal with some enemies over here. Ah, fucking hell. Can I get up here? Nope. So it looks like we have our instance. And that is locked. I'm going to do that. The instance is truly locked, then I should probably dip from this place. Let's take a look. It's not locked. It's not locked. There's people who have entered, so. At least I don't think so. Whatever. Anyway, I'll be right back. Look at me being a good boy, remembering to press the record button and record these new notorious monster fights. Even though I don't think there's going to be much to it, but you know. Showing them off his spirit ankles, though. Even though we may not see all of them. Yep, just 400 more. And then we still got, well, I've already got 7 of these variated ether crystal yields. So it's already 7 crystals, not too bad. But once I'm like close to max level, I can also just go and start joining all the rest in their grinds. It should make a lot of things a lot easier. It is getting a little bit late though. So I'm not sure how much I'm going to continue. 25 seconds. I'm really vibing, it's ridiculous. So weird. Such a weird experience for me. Being back in Eureka. Wow. For me right now, basically the only thing that's like that's keeping me from just continuing with this continuously is my left hand and my eyes. Because the motivation to just keep going is definitely there. Nice. We actually managed to level up, which is perfect. So that means I can now go and play return, as they say. Also, another little thing which is added in... I'm not sure if this was already in Animo, so I wasn't actually paying attention to that. In any case, on Pagos, I'm already 100% sure about that. There's certain enemies actually have... I still have the map. I have the map of Pagos now. You did not see that. Anyway. You have a little legend over here, and you can say like mutation and adaptation. Adaptation just makes it so that the enemy is the same but becomes bigger. Mutation, however, makes it so that they change entirely, basically. So the thing I've been doing is looking at enemies. Like I just fucking promoted somebody else. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I like that guy. He deserves it. Anyway. I just look for enemies that are on the levels that I fight, which is usually like 2 levels higher, or maybe 3. I feel like 2 is more comfortable than 3. For longer grinds, because it's going to take a while anyway. I usually look for those enemies, and specifically the ones that can mutate, because it would be really nice if they mutate, because that gives you a lot more XP. Another thing about it is mutating can only happen when there's a weather effect happening, so just keep that in mind. Really must apologize. I kept you waiting for an 8 while I tried to make sense of these latest developments. Let us review. Let's start with the masked man. While you didn't actually see him do anything to the Magicite, I think it reasonably safe to assume that he is the one going around draining them of their ether. His objective remains unclear, but given his vague pronouncements and your visions, it has something to do with the entity grandfather and the others imprisoned on the Isle of Val. As for the identity of said entity, I fear that, in light of your more recent account, extremely likely that they were discussing a primal. Grandfather spoke of an icon, which, as you may recall from our experiences with the Triad, is what the Elegants called primals. Any distinctions are more or less academic. What matters is the possibility that we may have to deal with it. What is equal parts amazing and frustrating is that none of these revelations, fascinating as they are, do anything to explain how the Isle moved from one side of the world to another. For all we have learned, there is still far too much we do not know. I'd very much like to hear Ajika's thoughts on all this, but wouldn't you know it, whenever I actually wish to speak with him, he's nowhere to be found. Hate to ask this of you, but could you go and search for him? Last I heard he was headed to the Bull's Pen to conduct a survey. If and when you do find him, please share with him everything you've learned. You didn't ask for his opinion. Doubtless he will not hesitate to offer it. Whoopsie. Let's see, because this is a level 29 quest. Okay. Let's go. To the geothermal studies. So where we're trying to go is over here. Probably down here, actually. You have to drop down here to enter the Bull's Pen, or whatever the hell it's called. And in the meantime, I can also show you guys something else interesting. That is in this general direction. Look at me, I'm getting closer to actually being able to fight these goats. I mean, I can already fight them if I want to. It's just, you know, not really fun. Or recommended. No. Right. There's Ajika. Good. Well, if it isn't the adventure, we're still running all over trying to find confluences and magicite for Kryl. The vaunted echo yields up more information, does it? Of course it does. How you two must delight in stumbling upon revelation and rubbing it in the faces of us mere mortals. That was rude. I apologize. You have given me no reason to believe you would harbor such motives. I let my personal feelings to cloud my judgment. I'll not deny it. I resent you and crawl for your gift. So we who have toiled and suffered for every scrap up to our name, the very idea that another was simply chosen is infuriating. I was born into poverty. What I have achieved, what I have become, all was through mine own efforts. I earned my place with Galuf and the others. Yet no matter how hard I strive to better myself, I will never be held in the same esteem as that of yours and Kryles of the world. There was a time when the question kept me up at night. What do they have that I lack? What indispensable, indescribable quality do these esteemed personages possess that sets them apart? This must all seem so very petty to you. Doubtless you will claim that your gift to your echo is not at all the blessing the rest of us believe it to be. Definitely has its drawbacks too. Depending on how powerful it is and in which direction. Uneasy it lies the head that wears the crown, eh? You'll forgive me if I continue to envy your so-called burden. But enough about me and my prejudices. You came from my insight, and so you shall have it. You may find it lacking, though. Galuf's talk of reversing the flow caused to mind a myriad ethereal currents which crisscross the isle. Therefore, an even more detailed study of such might be in order. One particular site comes to mind, for I will know of what I speak. I'm afraid that's all I can offer at this time. Rest assured I will be in touch if I learn anything I believe may be of use. And take care. Okay. Sad potato. At least slightly sad potato. This music is so... Man. I'm enjoying myself. It's fine. I'm not suffering from Stockholm Syndrome, it's fine. Also, I forgot to show, I forgot that I wanted to show off something else, but we'll show it off once I've reached maximum vitiated ether. Sounds like a good mode. Sounds like the actual mode where I should go over there. Hello. Welcome back, Lynn. Did you find Ejiga? They must be speaking of the proto-etherite. It dates back millennia and was created during the initial development of the technology, some surmise. The students mostly used it to monitor fluctuations in the ethereal currents when performing various experiments. If the various phenomena on the island are impacting the flow of the lifestream, then a closer examination may provide valuable insight. And although we rarely used it for teleportation, an aetherite's an aetherite may prove useful in restoring the Ethernet and getting access to our headquarters. It's a plan then. We will conduct one final survey to confirm whether or not any magicite remains to be found in Pagos. If not, then we can proceed with our investigation of the proto-etherite. And yes, indeed, we have to get to the maximum level of this island of 35. I'll meet you guys back here once we run into either a new fate or I reached 35. Alright, it's time for an adventure. In the form of getting over here. I hope the people will wait. I asked them to wait. Or I gave them the signal that I am on the way. I'm gonna sneak past this boy. The other enemies aren't too threatening. Even though they are level 36. But, you know, there's a difference between 36 and 40. I only hope that they will wait for me. I would appreciate that a lot. That would make me a happy boy. Because I really need this. Like, this thing is 2 levels away from me, so it's perfect for leveling up. Don't you go pull that fades. Please give me a chance. Ooh, elemental. Fuck yes. I think Korlak is rubbing off on me. No! Why? Give me a damn moment, you insane people. Please! Please! Yeah, I made it. I'm gonna get nothing. Anyway, this cow turns into what? Into this. Yeah, I got a bronze. Well. At least I can get the Ethernet shard. Anyway, back to my grind, I guess. Alright, so. After doing some more stuff, I now have a maximum, like just filled kettle. And now how does one empty said kettle? Yeah. Yes. By having hiccups, of course. It is quite simple, really. What you need is right over here. In the test cavern 1P. Squeeze me. For that, you need to go and drop over here. And then, of course, because it wouldn't be Pagos without another dragon in the way. If you're with like a party of maximum, like honest to God, if you're powered up enough, you can take care of these dragons. It's not like they're unkillable or anything. They're just a really big pain in the ass. Not recommended fighting at all. Anyway, Crystal Forge. Right click. Scratch upon a metal plate or the words Crystal Forge. The apparatus does not appear to be damaged. And it seems simple enough to use, presuming you have sufficient vitiated ether with which to fuel its operation. And then we get 9 of those. 9. Right. And with that done, I can now go and continue my grind. Since there is now a nice little weather effect. Nice little weather effect? What the fuck? Weather effect. I can get more mutations. So I'll be back in a bit. Alright. I'm back. It is definitely still the same day. Definitely isn't the day after. Anyway, off camera I reached higher levels. Did a couple more notorious monsters. I did this one over here, which is like the big boss boy of this entire area, and I forgot to record it. So yeah, oops. It's really kind of like just crazy. I'm just like so much in this freaking grind set. Yeah, that just makes it so I forget that I need to record some of these things. I would say in general, like usually you don't miss out on that much. When it comes to notorious monsters, they kind of like speak for themselves for the most part. Especially like except for maybe the final ones, those ones tend to have like more special mechanics. This one, in any case, is like based off of it's very like it has in any case the same model and the same kind of attacks like Cruise Chaser from Alexander. In any case, has a what's it again, like Dextral Ice Cleave, which is like he cleaves the right side of the room, and then he has Sinistral, which is the left one, and then he has something with a kick, I think, which is like a frontal AoE. And I think that's really all it does for the most part. The thing is, if you get hit by those, you do get like frozen. So that and his auto attacks do a lot of fucking damage. And then we've also got this guy here. This guy can drop Behemoth Thorns. which you can then trade in for some behemoth stuff back in Mordona. It basically gives you the same reward that you would get from doing the behemoth fate in Cursus, in a Realm Reborn. But that is a fate that I've not really seen spawn that much. Of course, I'm not particularly in like I'm not in a link shell or in a Discord that pings this stuff out. Probably happens more than I think it does. But as from my own personal experiences, I've only had it happen like twice or 3 times maybe. Like comparatively to, for instance, Odin. Odin is like, I felt like Odin was a lot less rare. To the point that I even managed to do it as Lyn, so... Also, I'm getting attacked by... Okay, thank you. One of the other chat tanks decided to take that one. Yeah! A meteor. Oh, that's interesting. I don't remember any of these mechanics. Jesus Christ. Yeah! Ecliptic Meteor. Just gonna use a cooldown, just in case. Yeah, just wait. Garag! Is it? Oh, I didn't LFG, and then of course I'm gonna get a silver. Idiot. I'm not strong enough. God damn it. Well, anyway, that's it for that. So, actually, I think I'm gonna follow these people because they're gonna do one. I'm gonna do another one close by, and I'll show you where they go for that. I won't get any XP from fighting these guys, so it doesn't really matter too much, because I will get XP from the fate that spawns. Anyway, start walking over here. If you're running, you will wake up the dragon that is right down here, and it will one-shot you. And then over here, it's recommended to just wait a little bit for your HP to refill. And then you can just run past these weavers. Wyvers. They are site-based, so you can just avoid them for the most part. Like I said, for the most part. And then we have reached the course rise, filled with snails and these Anubis enemies. Some more Val corpses, but the Val corpses don't attack you unless if you're damaged, I think. And we have the Gobbers, which are the enemies you actually need to fight to make the thing appear. So yeah, I'll be back once this fate happens. We are back again with a new boy to fight. I probably should have. Damn it. Wait, no, I did show it. I did show it. Anyway, after fighting enough of these boys, we also did another normal monster or a notorious monster somewhere around here. There's still one area that I haven't gone to. Other than that, well, here's the boy. Here comes the boy. Hello, boy. I'm also finally getting XP when I'm in a party with people of level 35, so I can finally just stay partied up with people and help grinding the fates. Even if my damage is not amazing, it still does something, and I get a lot of XP from it, which makes me just stronger, which makes it even more useful. So it's very nice, very good. Very happy. I am quite pleased. I will say, actually, now that I'm like experiencing the Eureka leveling cycle, I don't think it's that good. It's really, really kind of slow. So yeah, it's kind of... I don't know what to say about it. Before I basically, like, I got, like, upgrade every single weapon on each island. Like, I got all the relics from one island, then moved on to the next island. So I usually was already overleveled once I reached the next island, so that wasn't really a problem. But now I'm just noticing, like, in the beginning stages, and, like, actually, for most of the time, you can't really properly join the Fates or help or, like, get anything from them if you help people. So you're kind of like stuck in this awkward situation where it's like a part of you that wants to go and grind the just normal enemies so you can get XP. There's another part where you could, in theory, join somebody else, not get XP from killing the enemies, but then work towards getting the Fates. So it's kind of a little bit awkward. And then you reach like within the two levels away from max, and then you can join all the parties, and you will get XP regardless of the monster's level. So, yeah, I find that a little bit unfortunate. But, oh well. So be it. The leveling experience is also something you only really need to do once. Like, outside of, I suppose, unless if you're like, and even if you die, even if you like fall down, usually you can get rest by somebody else. And should that not happen, then you can get your XP back pretty damn quickly, as long as you don't just immediately die afterwards. Look at these peeps. Is there a single male person in here? Yes. There's a male Vieira. And I think that's all the males around here. Hey! Oh yeah, it's the here! Dude. I've heard him the entire day. Off we go. Any more on the way? Pause. Yeah! Mortal Gaze will inflict you with doom, which can be cleansed if you have a healer in your party, but if you don't, you will die. So in general, just don't take the risk and just fucking don't look at him. Alright, then we have these guys over here. We will do AoEs around them. Then we have more AoEs happening. Oh god. This one just spams a lot of AoEs. And we also have Ghastly Gaze, where we're gonna be confused. I'm not gonna... Uh-oh. Yeah. This is honestly, like, from all of the Pagos fights, this is definitely an interesting one. I think all of them would be, like, more interesting if you couldn't become, like, really overpowered. Like, the earlier ones could have some interesting mechanics where you don't really see a lot of them, because you just melt them. It's the higher level ones that usually just stick around for a little bit longer. And actually show their mechanics to you. There we go. And I got a Cold Warp lockbox too. Nice. So it's raining, so if you hear anything in the background, it's the rain. Anyway, I will be right back again. Alright, I'm back after, you know, more grinding, more fates, more stuff. Fine level 35. And I also have all the items I need for upgrading stuff. But first, we've completed our survey, Lynn. No more magicite to be found. However, there's a new complication. The proto-aetheroid is located within a cave system in the northeastern highlands. Unfortunately, given the terrain and other hazards, it's simply not feasible to travel there on foot. Which leaves the eastern net as our only means of access, or would if everything was working properly. I thought the Magicites were responsible for the disruption, but not this time. Rather, it seems there has been a pronounced shift in the ethereal currents, possibly a result of the islands being moved halfway around the world. Further adjustments will be necessary if you want to restore the Ethernet to good working order. But before I can even begin to determine what adjustments to make, I need you to help me identify one of the more significant changes, a massive concentration of ether. Given the readings, I wouldn't be surprised if you've observed it already. In any case, it appears to be somewhere near Agaric Rock. As is all too often the case, such high concentrations of ether are like to have warped nearby creatures. Be prepared to deal with extremely aggressive and dangerous beasts. I think Agaric Rock is, yeah. So we need to go over here to the Fumarole, or whatever the hell it is. But before we go into that, or well, yeah, kind of. I want to go and talk to the Birdwatcher and make 100% sure that I have what I need. Because I need, not this, I need 5 of these, and then I should in theory still have 500. Yep, okay. I'm good. I've got what I need. I'm actually kind of surprised, because I really thought I would need to grind for items, but just leveling up already made me have enough. Or made me get enough. This is why I find it kind of difficult to understand sometimes when people are kind of like complaining about Eureka and like getting a relic weapon, because you just kind of get the items you need by leveling up for the most part. Alright, so the Amorets or Amoretats. So let me actually check. I have a map for this. What are the Amoretats? They are sound based, so I can just. And the Griffins are true sights. That's not that great. Those Griffins are bad news. Also go and greet people. So I'm going to start walking over here. These are the enemies you need to make Cassie spawn, which would spawn around here somewhere. Okay, where is this exactly? It's actually kind of in an annoying area, as is usually the case with these. Wow, really? I think True Sight is like straight up like you get close, you get aggro. No? Okay, no, it's just sight based. Okay, which means I can just walk through these guys. Oof, that's scary. An endless font of ether appears to be surging forth from beneath the earth. The column extends high into the sky, further than you can see. That's it, really. Interesting. Anyway. By return, I take it you found it. An endless font of ether surging high into the sky. Yes, it all makes sense now. In that case, I think I know what to do. I'll need time to do it, though, considerable time. We'll also need to ascertain the state of our destination. Right then, I believe I have nothing more to ask of you at this time. There's still lots to be learned from Pagos, and the work ahead is the sort I do best to learn. Thank you again. We've reached the conclusion of this chapter of the Eureka expedition. And next up we can go to Eureka Pyros. Nice. There's another cutscene. Very loud bike, late in the evening. So Galif and the others were struggling to deal with a primal, were they? I wonder. And how did the depleted magicite fit into it? Primal icon. Wait. Gandalf said icon, not primal. Who goes there? Seekest thou power? Power to smite thine enemies, to cast down the wicked, and raise up the righteous? The infamous masked man. We meet at last. Now, who are you? Or should I ask, what are you? The blade thou wouldst wield, the magic thou wouldst master, the honor thou wouldst seize, the power and the glory, the purpose, thy purpose. I am Eureka. Okay, Grandpa. I don't know who that guy is, but... Because I definitely paid attention. I didn't pay attention to any of the story when I was previously playing this. As is what I usually do. Unfortunately. Let's augment my weapon, please. Beginning with the 5 protein crystals. Clank, clank, clank. Clank, clank, clank. Wow. Some of the finest work yet, I'd say. I think this is the end of it, though. I have confidence we can squeeze some more out of this frozen wasteland and channel it into your arms. I am aware. Hence, I have more stuff for you. There we go. I know it did me. Some of the finest work yet, I'd say. And it just says the same thing. But now we get the final one. Fuck me, you've done it again. We've harnessed the true potential of Pagos. You hold in your hands the combination of what this frozen wasteland's got to offer. I give you the elemental handgun. Whoa. I tell you, lass, sometimes I scare myself. God's willing, I'll scare the Harridan too. Or at least surpass her expectation to the point she knocks a few million of my debt. Any road, if you need any more work done, let me know. Whoopsie. Didn't put my thing up. Whatever. Anyway, this is it for Pagos. Let's go and open up some loot crates. But I'm gonna do that outside this place because I don't want to see Pagos ever again. It was fine. In all fairness, though, this adventure was kind of fine. It was not too bad. Like the thing that's honestly like the worst part about these islands and going through this right now is just the part where the farts. Yes, no, the part where you can you're just kind of like behind on levels and you can't join most of the fates on a map. That's one thing that I find a little bit annoying about this. There we are. At least I'm getting a lot of the money items, which I'm gonna need for something in the future, so that is very nice. In general, I'm going through this like at a pretty steady pace. I would like to get through this as fast as possible, though, in all fairness. Like, I want to get to the end so I can unlock the raid at the end, so I can then go and look for a good opportunity to go and join a group. And then record the footage. So many items. Once again, after I'm done opening up all these crates, we're gonna go and take a gander at, so you can get like some of these things, like the boutique stuff over here. It gives you the boulevard stuff. Then other than that, the rest we'll go and take a look at in another little thing over here. One moment, while I open up this stuff and you don't hear anything, like the unprofessional swine that I am. Where is it? Forbidden Land, Eureka. Let's go to Pagos. And then scroll down. Oh yeah, we also get something else now. Let's go and open it. This up. Oh, my eyes. I'm sorry. Alright, so you can do the rabbit fates, and they would give you either a bronze, a silver, or gold chest. And depending on which chest you get different items, of course. The sage and spring water are both used to make a potion which increases your XP gained. Other than that, there's just a lot of materia. Over here, the Happy Bunny card and a stuffed Happy Bunny for the silver chest. You also get, 25,000 gil and 10k gil for opening any of these. And then we get the golden one, which will give you 100,000k gil, and will give you a chance of giving you the Hakutaku eyes. There's another one that you still need to get, I think. It's a drop from something, if I remember correctly. Anyway, if you combine all of these together, you can then... What is it again? I think I have the Eureka tracker over here. So that would be for Hakutaku. You would get the optical hat. I do not know what the optical hat is and what it does. Actually, let me go and look that up right now. ffXIV optical. Whoopsie. Optical hat. What does it even look like? It looks really stupid. Well, anyway. There it is. If you want to go for it, sure. I ain't stopping you. Anyway, from normal loot chests, you can get, there's the usual Eureka potions, some crafting item stuff, confetti stuff, the Tarus, boutique bordered leather, boutique batistes, or just both crafting materials, the Pagos, which is some Pagos gear in general, which you can just sell on the market board or buy yourself if you want to. Clear demo materia, other materials. And then we have the Cold Warp lockboxes, which are a little bit interesting. So, does it actually show me what you need for this one? It's just Notorious Monsters, yeah, again. And the Cold Warped ones are a little bit special. Rare chance upon killing mutated mobs at higher levels is when you would get this. I've been killing a couple of mutated mobs. There's also, I think some of the Notorious Monsters give you it too. Anyway, you can get the Crossed Halberds, Chainmail Hanger, Ballroom Etiquette for Shiver, and the Golden Hakutaku Eye, which you need for, getting the optical hat if you want it at all. Which, well, if you want it, hey, look, you can go for it. It's just going to be a pain in the ass. And that's it. That is it for Eureka Pagos. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Battle of the Limes, where we played more Final Fantasy XIV. In the next episode, we're going to go and enter and explore more Eureka, aka Eureka Pagos. Goodbye.